Hey guys, Anarchy here today. I'm going to be talking about Mirage Mid control, especially how you take it and how to use it. I thought the best way would be to show by example via two pro teams, Envious and virtus.pro. We're going to see a difference in their styles, Envious being a bit more aggressive and quick about it, virtus.pro being a lot more methodical and procedural without a specific role for each player. Their jobs are basically in pairs, right? There's not one entry fragger, there's not one guy holding an angle. But though their styles are different, both have very valid takes, and as we'll see, they turn into round wins via some individual play, as well as the strategy itself of taking mid. So firstly, just what does taking mid give you? If you control all the way, all of mid itself via all the way up to this point here on catwalk, all the way up to this point in connector, and you control window room via ladder room, or maybe you boost it up through underpass, something like that. It gives you the opportunity to have two extra entrances. One catwalk into B, the other connector into A. And the third is you cut off the quick rotations for the CTs by controlling the ladder room. That's why mid control is so important. That's why a lot of pro teams take mid on Mirage. You cut off this rotation. Right? If you've got a terrorist here posted up or even down lower in the window, whether it's an AK, an op, or anything, this is the quick rotation point. Rotating from window to market takes 5 seconds. Rotating from connector to market takes 8 or 10 seconds. When you cut that off, rotations take a lot longer. You isolate the CTs, you can execute your strategy, and fight 5v2 or 5v1, depending on how many CTs are on the site. So, that's enough of me talking. Let's get down to showing it. I'm going to show each individual player's POV, and then at the end, I'm just going to wrap up what happened. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoy the video. So Apex's job here is to be the entry fragger. He pushes straight into connector with the Tech 9. Because he has the Tech 9, he's expendable. He throws the first flash out of mid to make sure anybody close will be blind or anybody pushed up catwalk. When he pushes into connector, he does happen to die, but he gets the first frag, which is all that is important, right? That's key here. Alright, so NBK's job here is to smoke window, then rejoin the group. He will be the second player pushing in. Apex entering into connector. NBK will be helping from catwalk. His job is to be able to support his teammate Apex by flashing into connector, as we see here. He then frags Neo, I believe, who is trying to kill his teammate. He then picks towards catwalk. Unfortunately, doesn't get the kill on Bialy as he was jumping away. Clears out ladder room, and then not part of the plan, but he gets two amazing frags here on catwalk. Good timing with his peek against the player who might be throwing a grenade or reloading, and that's that. Kaneyas's job here is to support MBK. As we'll see, he flashes catwalk. He's the last in at mid of the three. Kiyoshima coming from underpass making 4. His job is to support MBK, make sure that if MBK goes down by a catwalk guy pushing, he can revenge frag him, or if Apex gets killed from catwalk, then he can push up and kill the guy. He tries to frag Bialy here, but doesn't succeed. He then pushes towards connector. Unfortunately, doesn't get the frag. He was pretty bad. So Kiyoshima's job here is to push through underpass into connector. He didn't wait for his teammate's flash, which was a bit of a mistake, but that's alright. He acted as sort of a distraction, and he still had a good opportunity at a one-on-one frag. It's unfortunate that he did not get the kill, however. He is essential here to pick connector. Right, clearing out connector is important. So Pasha's job here is to get that Molotov quickly down on connector to stop the people from pushing. When the smoke goes up, he looks towards catwalk, hears the guy window, and tries to pick towards it, but realizes it's not, no one's there, decides to smoke it. We see this in a lot of virtus.pro rounds. Nades towards catwalk as his teammates are watching it in case someone pushed out. That flash, pop flashes into connector, allows Snacks and Neo to crunch into it, pincer movement it, clear it out fully. He then peeks towards the ladder rim. Unfortunately, he goes down. So Neo's job here is to go with Pasha into mid. He's part of the 3-man crew at top mid. He's just picking towards catwalk, taking it nice and slow, doing some wall bangs. virtus.pro play really cautiously here, which I like. As a team, they're not committing fully into mid until they have their player underpass close, and until Taz throws that smoke towards catwalk. He throws the flash towards catwalk to try to stop any people from being able to pick them while they clear out connector fully. They wait for the smoke. Neo then flashes towards ladder room as Pasha goes down, supporting his teammate. Throws that Molotov towards catwalk, just wants to keep him away for just a bit longer. Then he re-smokes window. Does a bit more picking towards catwalk. And we'll see the round sort of slows down here. He goes for a bit of a pick towards Kiyoshima. Unfortunately, does not get the kill. He pushes with his teammates up through B after mid is taken. Taz got that nice frag in apartments that opened this whole round up. He goes for the bomb plant here, but Kiyoshima, unfortunately, kills his teammate Taz. And he has to stop planting the bomb. Goes around for the kill on the side. Gets it with a nice frag, and then unfortunately goes down from catwalk. So Bial's job here is just go with his teammates mid, play the round nice and slow, wall bang a bunch of stuff out, throw some nades towards connector. He throws this early smoke here that allows his teammates to cross into mid. They know that MVS was on a slight force buy, as we see one player with FAMAS and one player with Scout. So they throw all their nades, make sure they're committing hard to mid, just making sure they get the frags. This smoke is very good, it allows them to get into mid without committing first. They only commit one smoke, they don't need to smoke window immediately. Then Pasha throws the smoke later. His job here is with Neo's flash to revenge frag onto Happy, killed Pasha, then holds down Catwalk, does some wall banging. He clears ladder room and window room, which is very important. This allows the terrorist team to cut off the rotations, and even though he doesn't push directly into the window room, he makes sure that if anyone goes past there, he will get the wall bang. With Taz's frag, though, his job is push up Catwalk. Gets a great frag here onto Kenny S. There was that smoke. Decides to go for the Molotov, but it doesn't happen. His job here is just to stay alive. As we see, he's in the corner. Kirishima goes, kills Taz, and Taz goes down. Neo gets a nice frag onto him. But then Neo goes down, and this is just a solid 1v1 win. His teammate saw on death cam that he ran backwards on the Catwalk, and here we go. A nice frag. Appears to go through underpass and help pincer movement connector with Neo to pick towards it. You see here, he waits for the flash from Pasha, then throws the smoke immediately instead of peeking out, because a flash player would either run away and get out of your vision, or they'd hide in the corner. Then he cleans it out with Neo only peeking one tiny little spot before the smoke goes up. Here he just stays in connector. His job is to just hold down connector. For a moment, he's obviously looking towards Catwalk because that was where the commotion was at. But now he knows Kyo's there from the tracers through the smoke. Decides to do something a bit interesting with the Molotov behind himself, try to bait it out. But unfortunately, Kiyoshima does kill him there. So Taz's job here is to lurk towards B, make sure B is held down, that they can't push. He also throws a smoke towards underpass, and as we'll see here, he makes sure that no one is in underpass and easily allows for the trade if Snacks goes down into underpass. When he realizes that no one is there, he backs up, throws a flash, try to make a bit of noise, and in case someone was pushing, he might have heard them run away, something like that. This smoke here goes towards Catwalk. I'll show that in a moment. He then sort of holds on. Not much happens here for a bit because he's just holding the angle, just sort of lurking. But then he picks towards B apartments and gets a magnificent frag. This frag opens up the entire round for their team. Watch this. Bam! Come on, that was sick, right? Anyways, they push towards Catwalk as two. Biala gets a nice frag on Kenny. This round should be over. Sees the player run past and mark it, but unfortunately still goes down. He wasn't watching the smoke in time, and Kiyoshima kills him. Talk about the differences between how VP and Envious took mid. So the idea with Envious was they threw that smoke towards the window and immediately blitzed it, right? Apex threw some kind of bouncy flash nonsense here that flashed out in the open. I don't know how he did it. But anyways, you just flash into this area and then you just have the guy charge up connector. Kyo was supposed to be able to pick towards connector as well, but I think he made a little bit of an individual mistake not waiting for the flash. Maybe he was acting as more of a distraction, but still, this guy here is going to be totally flashed by MBK's flash. He should have waited for it. That way, they can push up together, clear out this, and then smoke it off. It allows them to get more... Oop, bad smoke. Allows them to get more control towards ladder room, which is important. But yeah, Envious's style was much quicker. We saw, as soon as the smoke came down, the three players charged out mid. Kenny was the only one lagging behind a little bit. Apex straight into connector. MBK straight up cat. Kenny being able to revenge MBK if he goes down here, and he flashed in to support him. He only cleared out ladder like this. He didn't, or MBK only cleared out ladder like that. He didn't go fully off it. So their goal was pretty much just to go for a lot of frags here. They take mid and then take a lot of fights. Virtus.pro was a lot different. They tried to slow it down a lot. We saw Pasha throwing that smoke by running. I have a better version. You just get here and you aim the box there and all the way up there. Got to make sure you're sticking with that line. Otherwise, it'll be a one-way smoke for the CTs. As long as you land it right, it's a perfect smoke, right? Can't see anything there. And can't see anything there. Also, Pasha's pop flash into connector was you get here and there's these two black dots, just aim in between and that'll flash. Connector like that, very useful. So the whole strategy of Virtus.pro, play it a lot slower, use this smoke, and then take mid control up here, then smoke window, and then take further up control. Virtus.pro took maybe 50 seconds to do everything, and they still had Taz on the lurk at B. It was a well-executed round, but the whole difference was Virtus.pro used a lot more nades because they knew Envious was on an eco, or not eco, on a force buy, so they weren't 100%. So both styles are very valid.
Virtus Pros is probably a lot safer. It might get you less frags because you're going to be dealing with less CTs because the nades force them out. But MVS's style is a bit better for fragging if you can rely on that individual skill, right? Like if Kiyoshima hadn't died, that round would have been over, right? Connector got murdered, Catwalk got killed, and MBK made an amazing double over towards Catwalk. But anyways, I've been talking for long enough. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys learned something. It's been Anarchy here. Like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys later.